Another North African country for the Super Eagles of Nigeria today in the third place game in the African Cup of Nations 2025. Let's go down memory lane and see how the Super Eagles of Nigeria has been faring with North African countries since 2019. Let's not forget that free kick from Riyad Mahrez with Algeria in the semi-finals of the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The next tournament in 2021, we remember Tunisia getting the Super Eagles of Nigeria out from that very tournament. And in this very tournament, the 2025 African Cup of Nations, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have played 3 North African countries, and playing against Egypt to make it the 4th North African country they have played in just one tournament. They have played against Tunisia, played against Algeria, played against Morocco that knocked them out, and now they'll be playing against Egypt in the 3rd place game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's too much. So I come out and ask her, why did you design this thing like this? Why did you design it like for Super Eagles of Nigeria to face 4 North African countries in this current African Cup of Nations? Well, I know that you don't have the answer to it, but ladies and gentlemen, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be playing their last game today against the Pharaohs of Egypt in the 3rd place game in the African Cup of Nations. Do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria would actually stop the back and forth going with North African teams, at least beating Egypt, at least to shake the records down on how they have been faring with North African countries? Well, put your prediction under the comment section. Egypt versus Nigeria today by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start from their meetings in the African Cup of Nations. They have met 11 times. Super Eagles of Nigeria winning 5 times, Egypt winning 3 times, and 3 draws set apiece. And when we want to look at the most scoring side in the African Cup of Nations this year, you have to bring Super Eagles into the conversation. And now for the Pharaohs, we understand that the Pharaohs have not had that brilliance so far. The road is a little bit rough to this very stage, but you will not dispute the fact that they have reached this stage. Now the big names of this very match for the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Pharaohs of Egypt. I start with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We start with Victor Osimhen, who has played 6 games, scored 4 goals and provided 2 assists since the start of this tournament. Now for Egypt, Mohamed Salah, obviously one of the biggest players in the continent of Africa, has played 5 games, scored 4 goals and provided just 1 assist. We go further to mention the likes of Ademola Lookman, the likes of Akpo Adams, not forgetting, I would have mentioned his name, but I'm just mentioning his name because he played very well against Morocco. Calvin Bassey, he will not be playing the game against Egypt because of too much yellow card. He got a yellow card, accumulated yellow card, that's why he's going to miss the game. But some other players are still going to be there, the likes of Alex Iwobi too, and some other brilliant players of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And now for the Egypt too, Omar Mamouche is there. You can't dispute that fact that this is a very good player. Zizou is there too, and not forgetting Trasgues too is there. And one man, El Shawani, the goalkeeper of the Egyptian national team. Do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria will stick or twist in this one? Well, I actually want them to twist, at least change the narrative about in their record with the North African countries. Drop your